Hello, everyone. It's January 6, 2022. It's a happy new year, and let's discuss the crypto markets today. Okay, so first things off, let's just go through the cryptocurrency prices by market cap. We're already seeing that the global market cap has already deflated from $3 trillion to about $2.2 trillion mark. We are expecting that it's actually going to be around halfway mark, which is 1.5 trillion. So that means that your Bitcoin still has way to go down, your Ethereum has way to go down. Therefore, your Binance, your Solana also has a way to go down, as well as Cardano. So right now, we're just going to show to you the chart patterns to see how low these top 10 cryptos could go. So let's start with the first two. So let's start with BTC USD. So BTC USD has already topped. You can see that here there was a double top here at about 60,000. It did try to break through the 60,000 with an overall all-time high of about $69,000. That happened because of the introduction of Bitcoin ETFs. And we have seen that after that catalyst, crypto has fallen down all the way since November from about 69,000. It has broken 60K, precipitously fell all the way to about 40,000, tried to rally to 52K, although we argue that even if it rallied near 55, 56K, that as long as it was staying below 55K or 58K, that it was still a downtrend. So we are seeing that downtrend actually shape up. And actually, because of the breakdown of 47,000 here, we get to see a possibility for it to fall 40,000 and then eventually here to about reset to about 30,000. So that would be giving you a sideways range for crypto Bitcoin dollar. So that means that for 2022, what you're seeing is really more of a tight range, whether you call it a tight range or a huge range. It's actually a resistance at 60,000, a support at 29,000. And of course, all hell breaks loose when 30,000 breaks. That's when we can retest about $15,000 or $14,000. So for now, we're still seeing a lot of profit taking happening here with bears really still on the strong side. That would be your Bitcoin dollar. And with Bitcoin dollar falling like that, you could see that Ethereum also is slightly stronger than Bitcoin. As you could see, the price of Ethereum is still at about 4,800 here. And even as it felt about 3, 4, a sideways move can still see it go to about 2.6 and 2.9. And then when Bitcoin is about 30,000, that's when you'll see Ethereum follow through here about 2.1. And actually, even if Bitcoin do break 30,000, you'll still see Ethereum at about $1,000. So technically speaking, Ethereum is still within the $1,000 to $3,500 mark. Still a huge range for Ethereum. So you're seeing that this is having a huge leeway to fall as well. So first support signs would be about 2.9 and 2.6 for Ethereum. Take a look at Binance. Sorry for the noise. There is a lot of construction going on at home. Okay, Binance. Okay, there is, as you could see, the Binance uptrend has been broken along with a breakdown of 47,000 of Bitcoin. And you're seeing right now that the supports is as low as about $360. So you're actually trading Binance or looking to bet on an entry point. You're actually waiting for two things to happen. Either Bitcoin follows a drop to about 40,000 and gets a bounce from there, so around 40,000 or 30,000 Bitcoin, wherever Binance and Ethereum will fall, that's where you can actually see. So most of the people knows that there's a huge correlation between these cryptos altogether now. So that's what you're waiting for Binance. So the support of about 360 is still about 30% lower. So there's actually leeway for it to fall, even if everyone likes Binance. So I wouldn't argue that it's gonna be really precipitously dropping. There will be a lot of cost averaging people for Binance. And what you could do is actually the following things. So if you open a Binance account, you can see that you can clearly place most of your money really in USD Tether or Binance dollars. They have this earnings savings rate. You just put it in Binance Earn, wherein it will so basically all of the stocks in your fiat and spot, or all of the cryptos in your fiat and spot, if you put it in the savings here, you have an option to just earn this estimated APY, which is, example, if you just put about $5,000 here, 5% of $5,000 is roughly about $250. So it's just an estimated return all year long. So you can see that in a week's time, $250 divided by 50 weeks, for instance, that's about $5 per week. So example, you do that. So about 2 weeks, you're earning about $13. Now you can also do their auto invest program. So the auto invest program, I actually tried to do it December 28th. This is just a trial, so $100. So I am comfortable to take the risk that it will just automatically do the investing for me. Basically, it's just gonna cost average. So I'm expecting to actually buy more when it falls. So obviously, I don't think that BTC or Binance is gonna go up. I actually think it's gonna fall down. So you might argue, why then did you buy and make that $570 entry, for instance? Well, it's not really about the price. So I mean, like if you're doing a cost averaging, what I'm really doing is, well, wherever like Binance goes, obviously sometimes it's even better to just post a buy here about 270 or even at about $220 and basically like put all of your cash just in Binance dollar, wait for it to crash, and then just put that $5,000 in at about $200 for Binance. I could do that. It's just that for now, I just wanted to also try their auto invest. That means that it's just an auto invest schedule. So every month, all that it does is it will invest. So it's here, next auto invest date, January 28th, 6 in the morning. So whatever the price is at that time, they'll just buy it on that day, whether it's 400 or 300, doesn't matter. So that's the auto invest program of Binance Earn. So just wanted you to see those types of instruments for you to really have a passive way of just if you're entering cryptocurrency, that's one way to be just passive about it. Now, let's go again to the chart of Binance. Obviously, I think that Binance had a great run. I don't think that you'll be able to get it below $100, to be honest. But let's assume that you do have that opportunity. It's actually a great thing. So, like, when you're approaching cryptocurrencies, it's like a standard default for everyone that it actually falls 50, 80, 90% down, just as much as it can go 10x, 20x. So, for instance, for Binance, this was like what, $8 here, $5 here, rallying to as high as $600. So, obviously, that's an 80x move, and it can actually fall like 50% or 80% easily, just as what's happened here. $700 goes down all the way to about $200 during July 2021, and then rallies back to about $700, and then precipitously drops again. So we're seeing that Binance is building a lot of products. And so for the next 2 years, let's say for 2022 and 2023, if you want to just park $100 every month there, that's one thing you could do without having to think. So it's like automatic. Now, if you want to trade, obviously you're going to deposit more dollars in your account. And I'd suggest that if you're going to deposit the dollars, put it under the savings rate here. That way, you'll earn some money. So I treat it more like a savings account, a cash account. And then obviously that's something that and you can also, by the way, stop the auto invest. So for instance, you think that, well, instead of like doing an auto invest, I'll just do the cost averaging myself. If I'd like to just post a buy at 500, from 500 to about $200 for Binance, then you'll just wait for it to fall at about $200 if that happens. So the worst case scenario obviously is that cryptocurrencies would fall. I'm not sure if it's a worst case. Honestly, it might be a best case, especially for a lot of people who aren't invested in cryptocurrency. So what they'll do is actually the best case is for the markets to fall down, and then they'll see where the supports are. So here you're seeing that Binance has support at 360 and 216. So of course, it depends on whether Bitcoin will break 40,000. Let's take a look at some top crypto. So Solana, let's see here. You're seeing that a lot of people already took profits on Solana 200 above, and now they're waiting when to enter, right? So for Solana, you can see that if BTC breaks below 40,000, then you'll probably see Solana shoot down to $100. Now, everyone is considering Solana probably a better Ethereum. So they're really going to buy Solana at a lower price. We don't know if they'll be able to get 100 below. So, but that is the first support, 100 first. And then after that, it would be something in the realm of $80 to $50. So there's really a huge vacuum here. Still a huge vacuum here. So you want to be waiting a few months and see how low the markets can go, given how high it was in 2021. Okay, so what else are the top cryptos to check? Actually, most of the time, people just check Binance, Ethereum, Bitcoin, and Solana. But let's assume you want to check as well Cardano, Polkadot, and XRP and Terra. Okay, let's just take a look at that. So Cardano, ADA USD. ADA USD hasn't been doing well for quite a while. It's been going down from about $3 all the way resetting to $1. And you'll see that if it breaks $1, there's a huge downside all the way to about 60 cents or 40 cents. So Cardano is actually weaker than all the rest. Just be careful. I don't think that there's a lot of bulls on Cardano so far. We are also taking a look at, all right, let's just go through the charts. XRP, Polkadot, Terra. Okay, let's just see. Okay, XRP. XRP hasn't been moving with crypto. You could see that it's just been a perennial, it's just really on a downtrend. So I don't think there's any buyer. So the supports would be about 50 cents if ever, but I don't think there's any buyers for this name. Okay, Luna. Luna has shot up all the way, right? From about $5 all the way to $100. Still strong, but definitely because the entire market is probably selling off, you'd see that also sell off. First support at about $60. Of course, these are just charts. It has nothing to do with their fundamentals in case you have different views. AVAX, Avalanche. Let's just go through it. AVAX, okay, Avalanche has been dropping down. Wait up. So already downtrending, right? So you're already seeing 150 all the way to 80, rallies to 120, back to 80, a break of 80, opens up a lower low. Okay, let's go through some metaverse, popular metaverse tokens. Mana. So we're all pining that Mana is already gonna go down. So we gave some downtrend patterns at about $5. We do think that it could fall all the way and reset about $1 this year. So a precipitous fall. Yes, metaverse is a huge buzzword for 2021, but it's likely that they have to build a lot. So this run up is likely to be taken profits from. So $5, $4, you get a rally at $3, still gonna get sold, then $2, then $1. We'll see how low things go. Sandbox. So our view is that the Central Land and Sandbox had a huge move for 2021. 2022 would be probably a harder year for both of them because most metaverse tokens are priced for perfection. So you'll see that this went 10x just on the announcement of Facebook, aka Meta Platforms. So from about 80 cents, it ran to about $8 or 10x. Usually a 10x like that in such a short fashion usually resets all the way to 80 cents. So Sandbox at $8 right now, it's about $5. I wouldn't actually be comfortable that Sandbox is trading at about these levels. Even if you're very bullish on Metaverse, it could actually just precipitously drop to about $1. You want to be very cautious on these names. Let's take a look at more. Okay, Engine Coin, these are popular metaverse tokens, already falling huge, right? So about $5, it's dropping to about $3 and then $2. It was around $1 here. So usually for these types of names, although we like to buy them low, we are gonna have to wait for it low. So we're gonna wait for them to go down about 80% from their peak, 80 to 90% from their peak. What has been happening is really more of a sell-off, and I think like everyone in crypto is aware that 2021 was a spectacular year. Therefore, 2022 is gonna be a harder year. Let's take a look at some popular swaps. Okay, Cake Dollar, Pancake Swap. Cake has already fallen from about 48 about May. It's already down back to 11. However, I think the thing about these Pancake Swap is that those who have Cake, let's take a look. If 11 breaks, could it fall back to about 4 or 6? So, okay, just be a little bit cautious here. So even if you're getting about strong APRs from your cakes, if you're staking your cake in Pancake Swap, take note that the drop of 50% is likely as well, simply because altcoins usually suffer 90% drops when Bitcoin and Ethereum drops. So to protect yourself, you have to have a lot of money in dollars, i.e. BUSD or USDT or USDC, you are staking in stable coins and waiting for those drops. Just be more cautious. And if you are staking, usually it has to be an amount that you're comfortable with so that if it drops, then you are prepared. Because the thing about if this cake drops below 10 and it drops to $5, no matter if you've gotten 100 to 200% APR on your cake pancake swaps, those could actually fall a lot. And I think pancake swap today, if you take a look, I think the APRs are something less like 40%. Let's just go through and take a look. So pancake swap is in Binance, right? Wait up. Yeah. So let's take a look here. You go to the farms, right? Okay. So the cake Binance is 40% APR. You'll see that I actually unstaked most of my yeah. So I unstaked most of them. I went into just dollar, just hiding in stable coins. Very minimal exposure. Yeah. Yeah. So zero staking. But either way, if you wish to stake your cake, so it's 65% APR, what that means is that I think that the people who would stake would want to see that it's really basing out. So it's very difficult to say if 11 is really support for cake. What if it goes down to 5 if BTC and Ethereum falls? So the crucial crux here is whether BTC would bottom at 40K or 30K. So I think that we haven't ruled out that possibility of a crash here. You still see a drop here. That's why we are advocating actually for most of our stock members to remain short on a lot of US related miners that are crypto miners. I'll just show to you these names. So MSTR has already fallen from about 900 to 500. And if Bitcoin continues to fall, this could actually fall about 400. Same thing with Coinbase, right? You're seeing that we are advocating shorts on them. So Coinbase, MicroStrategy. Oh, by the way, we're also seeing that Axie Infinity, of course, has stopped at about 100 plus, right? And this has been a downtrend ever since. So thing about the metaverse tokens is that they are very early stage, and therefore a lot of people who are very early stage could actually just sell it all the way to about $5 or $10 or $20. So just be careful about these types of moves. So it isn't really it's not to give you any FUD. It's just really showing to you, well, the charts are looking downwards. So that's all. Yeah. A lot of cryptos have already fallen 90% down south. A lot of NFTs have already been crushed. So yeah, and you could see that this is how you could trade it. So in the US, like there's an ETF called NFTZ, which is really a bet on a lot of NFTs in the market. You could see that all these bets are turning down south, and we are seeing that people are just really shorting all of these. NFTZ is on a downtrend. You're seeing Block, which is global block digital asset. That's actually also a downtrend. Most of them are downwards. So here, mostly downwards. So that's really just a short note to be reminding people in markets that you have to be more cautious, seeing that there's likely to be larger drops. Okay, so that's just really our comment for crypto market updates. And for instance, this is also what's true in a staking. No, let's just go through some staking. So Mars ecosystem nerfed a lot, right, of their APRs, and from about $1, the XMS fell down all the way to 10 cents or 90% down. So no matter if the APRs are 400% or 500%, it doesn't matter. If your 100 tokens is like $100 going $10, obviously it will have a lot of pain. So here's what I've done. What I've done with mine is I sold mine when I saw that it was just tanking, obviously. So I sold the stakes that I have on USDM. I exited it at 90 cents while I could. And then I exited all of that. So far though, since I have some XMS here that is earning some BNBs, I still have a little. I stake some XMS to earn BNBs. I just let it stay there. And then there is an XMS here that's earning Ethereum and some cake that's earning XMS. The thing about this is that the earned XMS is not claimable. There's a vesting period of about 6 months. So you could see that if you go to the claim status there, for instance, I have XMS to be unlocked, which is 266, and then the XMS claimable is 40 XMS. Obviously, I wouldn't, well, I mean, what would I do with about 40 XMS if like that's just 10 cents or $4, right? What I'll do here is that all these XMS that I would claim in 6 months, I'll just put it in the farm. And yun. I mean, I approach this naman with staking non-stable coins as a risk. And therefore, yeah, so like all those, where was that? I have like here, example, very small, like XMS BNB. So it earns BNB, right? A little BNB, and then there is a stake. Think yeah, so like I think my XMS about, I even purchased it as high as 89 cents, right? So obviously that 90 cents is like $9. Doesn't, diba? There's no such the BNB would remain fine, I think. So XMS is the one that's in jeopardy, probably gonna go zero. Either way, what I think is that as long as I could stake for a while, that's really just what I'll do. So anyway, these money, I'll put it there lang and see how it goes. So no big money entered in Mars ecosystem. And totally, the market caps, diba? The total value liquidity, circulating supply, total value lang is $100 million. So what exactly happening here is if you have $100, let's say you put $100 of XMS price at current levels of 10 cents. What is saying is that if you put it in the farm, you put an XMS there and you put some BNBs there, you could earn some either BNB or cake or whatever you want. I feel as if the best that you could earn is BNB because we know that BNB already has track record and it will already stay strong even if you wait for about 2 to 5 years. So yeah, I think this one is still compelling, the XMS BNB. I actually had a separate account. I think I put just $100. In fairness, my XMS BNB that I've earned is also like $80. So technically speaking, the BNB I earned there was enough to cover any drops of XMS. I already took profit kasi that's why you see very little BNB earned here. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I started the Mars what about 3 months ago, I think, when the APR was even as high as some ludicrous amount, like some 500% or sometimes 800% amount. So yun, that's all that I have for Mars. But in general, I just do staking in Binance. Very simple. And Dodo X, I forgot to share. Yes, for Dodo X, I still do that. Just updates here. For PVU, guys, what I've done is since it's really almost like nothing, right? If you take a look, it's like 10 cents, is it? How much is it? 10 cents, 5 cents, zero. Let's see. 10 cents, 12 cents. So what I'm just doing here is I'm just playing the FPVU game. And then I just follow their harvesting, their Farm 3.0 updates. So I've been doing the foraging and all of that. Yun. Here naman with Dodo, what I've been doing, just to share to you is, so I have the mining, right? And then I've been staking just in the dollar, and I receive their Dodo tokens. Each time I receive the Dodo tokens, I just sell it into Binance dollars. That's about it. So here, if I put $3,700, I would still have $3,700 by the year end. So it doesn't go down, it doesn't go up, it's just stable, right? The rewards, whenever it's about $50 and above, I do take profits and then I sell it. So you could see I also sell it in the Dodo exchange. And you can already see the order history. These were the successive Dodos that I received. I received like 47 dodos, 39 dodos, 10 dodos, 67 dodos, and I've been selling it from about $1.60 to 140 to 90 cents. I mean, maybe in the next month I'll get another 70 dodos and I'll sell it, I don't know, maybe about 50 cents or 60 cents. Either way, yeah, so that's what I've been doing. That means that all this cash that I've got, $60, $10, $60, roughly about 80, 90 plus 120. I mean, I received about $200. So that's really just how I do it. I mean, where do you want to put your money, your $4,000, and earn perhaps $200 or $400? I think this is a way to go. Like it's a good way to make money on your dollars. Especially it's stable, right? So it's just stable coins. So I still would advocate all the staking on stable dollars, and not wrong, I mean, not bad, right? 5% or 10%, even if Dodo is falling down, I could still convert it to dollars. And that's really what's really just important for me. Those tokens are free, and I could just sell it every time I receive it, every week or every month, whenever I wish to harvest. So that's all for crypto. I think that everyone who has crypto has to be aware of the downside. And see you again next week for another crypto market update. Bye bye. Thanks.